Well, hi everyone. I'm Diana Quinn, and this is Wicked Sycamore. Welcome, Wicked Sycamore.
Hello.
Wicked
Hello.
Sycamore is a bluegrass roots contemporary folk trio from the DC Baltimore area. Lainey Gray plays mandolin and sings. Say hi, Lainey.
Hello.
Madeline Waters plays cello and sings.
Hi.
And Juliet Bell plays a wicked good guitar.
Ooh.
The band won two honorable mentions in the 2020 SAW Mid Atlantic Songwriting Contest in the Adult Contemporary category for Man I've Become and in Country Bluegrass for Break the Barrel. Congratulations to you. Hooray.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks so
They
much.
have
To be
they have
included.
an EP out called Growing Roots, and they have a full album called In More Ways Than One. And the album was released in November of 2020, so everyone toddle over to their website and buy it. And I just want to say hello, congratulations. In those categories, there are tons and tons and tons of entries. So you really did a fabulous job. The band started playing in 2015 and they were starting to get a lot of attention. They won the Charm City Bluegrass Battle of the Bands in 2019. They played Kingman Island Bluegrass and Folk Festivals and they played Delfest. The EP Growing Roots was nominated for a Whammy in the folk category, and then COVID happened. Do you feel cheated?
I mean, I would say no. Now, obviously, in terms of live shows, gigs, meeting other artists and having time to kind of meet new fans, yeah, it's been a huge shift. But it's like allowed us to move our energy into things that we didn't really have time for when all of the like live shows were still a thing. So we've been song writing like never like before. So I don't think that we feel cheated. We are just kind of like laying low until everything can be either as it was or as it needs like to be in like the future. But it's just been a chance for us to put our energy into other parts of our experience as like a band.
Now, you're Wicked Sycamore now, but you were the outskirts before. How did that happen? How did that change?
You want to answer?
Um, we we were playing all together with 5 to 6 piece, depending on the guests, with the outskirts and playing more on the funk side of things, electric with drums and we had a horns
Yeah.
at a certain point. And then as time evolved, we started to play acoustic on the side as well. And um, as you may know, with the more people in a band, the more difficult scheduling can be. So on days when it was just us, we would just work on acoustic songs. And so we had the two kind of traveling side by side for a little while until it was kind of happened organically that this rose towards the surface.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to listen to or watch a little bit of the song that you won the honorable mention in Country Bluegrass, Break the Barrel. It's time to roll the videotape.
Run, 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 run. This journey has just begun. Small fish as swim along. I can't fight this current, it's far too strong. I stumbled once, stumbled twice, took a chance, roll the dice. If I give up now, I'll pay the price. Turns out this pond's a barrel, they're shooting me down. Bigger the fish, easier the target. Get out of town. So I'll run, run, run. So I'll run, run, run. So I'll run, 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 run.
That was Break the Barrel. Can you please tell us how'd you write it and what is it about?
Great. We love that song. Actually, Lainey brought it to practice one fine day, and we arranged it together and came up with a vision for it. But it's a little bit about a perspective shift from going from feeling like a big fish in a small pond, and then you get into a bigger pond. Yeah, now you're a small fish, and that's when it's time to hustle and check your ego at the door as well. And then also just have some fun, because we always have fun and smile, giddy times when we play that song. So I'm so glad we were honored.
Yeah, is a really good song. By the way, your playing is terrific, and your harmonies are wonderful, and your guitar playing is fabulous. So, winning combination, winning
Thank
combination, real. And I know you pay a lot of attention. You make sure people get their solos. And how do you write your songs? Is it three? Is it three way? Do you you a collaboration all the time?
Highly collaborative. We don't really have one set way of writing, but I think most often someone will come with an idea, whether it's like a musical idea, a lyrical idea, and then we all kind of work together to put the structure together, arrange it, feel out different parts, and yeah, very collaborative.
And never any disagreements about songs, right?
Never. We've
Never.
had one of
Never.
those.
I knew that.
No
I knew
way.
that. Well, let's watch a snippet of Man I've Become.
Help me clean my feathers before I take to the sky. This one is goodbye. After all that I've done, all I can say is damn, it's been fun. And in more ways than one, I don't recognize the man I've become. And in more ways than one, I don't recognize the man I've become.
That was a snippet of Man I've Become, which won honorable mention in the adult contemporary category. Can you tell us what that is about and how did you write that?
That song was written to process a loss of someone who is not totally lost yet, and that's losing someone to Alzheimer's, where you lose little pieces of them along the way. And we wrote that song and really worked together to make that song the best that it could be, to pay tribute to our loved ones in our lives.
And it's based on your own experiences.
Yes.
It's a rough place to be. Yeah. Do you think there's a revival in bluegrass right now? I mean, it's hard this past year, but what do you think about that?
I think so, for sure. In the last 10 years, I think it's acoustic music in general, maybe not just bluegrass, but acoustic music overall has definitely been making a comeback. And certainly the bluegrass community has been growing a lot in recent years. And it's been fun, especially just to, hear acoustic influence in some popular music on different radio stations and here and there. It's fun to hear that resurgence, because there was an era around, like, what was that, 2010-ish, where it was like, really electronic and everything was on computers. And so to hear that influence grow more and more is exciting. I mean, at least to me as a musician, and I think that y'all agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I would say that I think fans, after they've sort of had like their fill of something or have had enough of something, they want the other thing. So when people feel like they've heard all of these highly like produced bands and songs and albums. They want some honesty, and I feel like that's what the like acoustic world, and if that includes folk, if that includes like acoustic, like jazz, anything, it's just a little bit more authentic. It's a little bit more rough and tumbles. Like sometimes it's a lot of fun. And I think that fans and listeners, after like they've kind of had like their fill of that stuff, they want some of this authentic acoustic sound.
Yeah, and I think coming out of COVID, it's going to be more of that because people want that human interaction. They want to know, they think they know you, and they want to talk to you, and you connect with them and they connect with you. And I think that'll be important in the next year probably.
Yeah,
But
I do too. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I also think it's interesting. I mean, I hope that if you've had time to hear our album, like we have a lot of fun in fleshing out songs to be these big epic tunes. But there's something special about like acoustic instruments, no amps. It's as honest as it can ever be, like three friends in a space doing something. There's some magic to that, and I think you are right that in a time when all of us have lost a lot of that
Hmm.
like face to face time with other people, I think that people need that, and I mean in their soul, even if they don't know it yet.
Yep. Well, congratulations again, and I hope to see you in person at one of your gigs sooner than later. And thank you guys who are watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.